Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Shinagi, Ayurveda and Medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about certain things which you need to know before consuming nuts. I know most of the people use nuts in their breakfast, some people even using nuts during dinner, and that's too big bowl of nuts they are using. How to consume nuts in a certain way so that they will become more and more beneficial for your body. Regarding this, I have already created a video. There is a link below. You can click on that link and you can figure out how to use nuts, like how you need to soak it overnight, why you need to soak it, what is the benefit of soaking nuts. So these kind of small things I have already mentioned. So in this video I am going to talk much more about nuts. So let's see what Ayurveda has to say about nuts. Many times people ask me this question, like we don't have almonds, so can we use peanuts instead of almonds? Yes, if because peanuts are more economic, they are not so costly, they are cheap and they are more nutritious. Yes, they are more nutritious, but at the same time I would like to tell you, if you are using peanuts and you are replacing almonds with peanuts, peanuts no doubt in calorific value or in terms of calories, maybe groundnuts are more beneficial, but according to Ayurveda, if you eat more and more groundnuts, these make your system sluggish. So if you are into very intense activity, like if your activity is such that you are doing day night job or you are very or you have a very active lifestyle, like you don't sit for a moment and you are always hyperactive, for these kind of people, if you soak groundnuts and after that boil them, it would be very beneficial for you, because in this way you are consuming nuts also and they are very nutritious for the system, but at the same time because they make your system slow. So what is the benefit for those people who are very hyperactive and they are eating these groundnuts? Because with hyperactivation, if you are very active during the day, like so much physical work you are doing, then your vata got aggravated. At the same time, because these groundnuts are kapha enhancing, so if you are eating this kind of groundnuts, they will balance your vata dosha. So in this sense, they will be beneficial if you are using groundnuts and not almonds. But if you have a very sluggish lifestyle, like you have a very lazy lifestyle, you are not putting yourself in any kind of physical activity. So in these cases, if you are using groundnuts, please use very little, because anyway your system is slow and if you are sleeping during the day especially, then it will naturally enhance the kapha dosha in the system. So if you have enhanced kapha dosha in the system, for those people, please use groundnuts in less amount, not much. Not in much amount, but if you have a very hyperactive lifestyle, you can use groundnut as nuts. And what is the way of using groundnuts? Same way, you can soak a whole night and in the morning you can use it as a soaked nut, remove the outer peel, then remove the red peel, and then that nut thing comes, soak it and then use it in the morning. Little bit lethargy will come to the system, but still it is not very bad for health. You can use it. But yes, those people who are allergic, who are having some chest problems, who have allergy to groundnuts, they need to take precautions. They need not to use groundnuts. I think it's a common thing, everybody knows. Next, dry fruit, the most of the question comes, that is how to eat walnuts. How many walnuts we can eat? We like walnuts so much, so I eat a big bowl. But then stomatitis comes. So definitely it will happen, because walnut is little bit hot in potency. So whenever you are using walnut, it is better you soak it overnight, because then it will become more digestible and more nutritious. And if you are adult, you should not use more than 2 or 3, and for children only 2 walnuts. Not more than this, because excessive walnut can enhance pitta and it can cause pitta related diseases. So that's why if you want yourself to be in balance, then try to use walnut in a limited quantity, especially if you have pitta body type, then you should use walnut very little, because it will enhance the pitta dosha within you. How to know what is your body type? There is a link below, there is a video, you check out that video, answer the various questions, and we will let you know what is your body type. So this way you can choose which nut will be more beneficial for you. In addition to that, walnut, if you observe walnut, the shape is very much like cerebellum, your brain. So walnut is the extremely good brain tonic. So if you have walnuts, then you can make use of walnuts, but make sure the walnut should be seasonal. It should not be very old. It should be fresh from the season. Only then these will be beneficial, because they contain all the nutritious values and the qualities of nature that are needed for the brain. But if you are using very old walnuts, they are not so nutritious and they will not be so healthy for your brain. So always smell these dry fruits before consuming, that they should not have some fungus, because if you store walnuts and these any kind of nuts for long, and if they are organic origin, they will acquire fungus with as time goes. But if it has a lot of chemical sprays, they will not acquire anything. But it is very, very important, like you make sure, like the walnut or nut, if you are using these in the morning like your first food, then make sure these almonds or walnuts should be of good quality. Then only they will be beneficial, and it is very beneficial if they will be organic. Next kind of nut which I am going to talk about, that is cashew nut. So in cashew nut, what is the property of cashew nut? Cashew nut contains a lot of proteins. So those people who want to gain weight, for them cashew is your nut. But yes, cashew nut also you cannot take in excess, because if you take in excess of cashew nut, it will disturb your digestive fire. So you can so best way to eat cashews also, you can soak or you can heat it on the pan, and this way you can eat like how you roast cashews. So you can roast cashews and you can eat, but never take cashews more than the measurement of your fist, like whatever cashews come on your fist, that much cashews you can eat. And if you are extremely health conscious, you can have 3, 5 or 7, not more than that. That is enough for everyone, because if you take excess cashews, it will disturb your digestive fire or stomach. Another way, you can also soak cashews overnight like other nuts, and you can use. If you are allergic to cashew, please don't eat it. So these are the common things which everybody knows, like if you are allergic, you need not to eat it.